Hello everyone. Today I'd like to talk about conversion, specifically religious conversion. How do you know if somebody is trying to convert you? Now there's a few different ways to basically tell if somebody is trying to convert you. One of them is fairly obvious, them saying that I'm not trying to convert you. Most of the time when somebody tells you that they're not trying to convert you, they are actually trying to convert you. Now it doesn't matter what religion we're talking about. We're just talking about religion in general. Now I'm Hindu. So even if Hindus say this to you, I mean, it still applies to Hindus. I'm not saying that it doesn't apply to Hindus. Now, another way that you can tell is that they try to basically make you accept their religious scripture. Like, why can't you accept the promise that Jesus gives, that Krishna gives, that he is this, that he is that? Why can't you accept that promise? Wouldn't it be easier? I mean, isn't it obvious that they're right? And now this basically comes from an assumption that anyone in any one religion makes, that their scripture is correct and that the words in it are absolutely true, that they don't need any backup information. Now, even if I'm considering my own religion, in the Bhagavad Gita, many Hindus will say, okay, why can't you just accept that the Bhagavad Gita is true? Why can't you just accept that Krishna is behind all the gods that everyone worships? Why can't you just accept that even if you're worshiping Christ, if you're worshiping the Christian God, you're just worshiping Krishna and that representation of God, however incorrectly, as the Bhagavad Gita says. Why can't you accept, let's say in Christianity, that only through Jesus, only through Jesus Christ, can you reach the Almighty Father? Why can't you just accept that? They might ask you. And this is an obvious thing that you have to look for, that there are assumptions that people make that are so ingrained in them, that they accept so completely, that they simply can't see past the idea that they might be wrong. They can't see that idea, and they can't see past their own ideas. They're basically blinded by the light that was either given to them or that they've accepted. And whatever tint of light that is, we can call that different religions in this analogy. But they're blinded by it. They can't see past it. Now, this works also in political ideologies. When you accept that rich people are always bad or poor people are always lazy, then that's an assumption that you build so many political viewpoints off of. But getting back to religion, another thing that you look for as far as if people are trying to convert you, they may use socially dominating cues. Let me explain. They may puff up their chest. They may say, well, look at you. What have you achieved? What have you done with your life? And what has, if a Christian's talking to me, what has Hinduism given you? What can you offer me? I don't want anything that you have. And why can't you see that I have more than you, that I'm happier than you because I'm Christian? And this is very cliche and basic, but I'm just giving you an idea. And a Hindu might say to a Christian, let's use my own religion. A Hindu might say to a Christian, why can't you see that all the avatars are based on the same one consciousness, the same one complete consciousness that's basically a flake off the one gold ingot that is the pure consciousness of the spirit beyond creation? Why can't you see that every religion was born from Hinduism? And Hinduism points to this one ultimate state of consciousness, this one Christ or Krishna consciousness. Why can't you see that to divide the avatars is to basically assume that division is necessary, that division creates your holiness? Why can't you accept that? Why can't you accept that Hinduism is the right religion? And that's what a Hindu might say to you. It's not a Hindu like myself, but a Hindu that is very interested in converting you. And let's go to Buddhism. Buddhists might say, can't you see that all of your beliefs are, their essence is nothingness, that your life, our life, is nothingness, and that we have to grasp this nothingness in order to move forward, in order to move past attachment, in order to move past desire and fear. We have to understand the nothingness that entangles our minds and defines our existence. And once we understand that, we achieve nirvana, that we get closer to the bodhisattvas, and we get closer to Buddhahood, to the state of Buddhahood. Now, these are examples from different religions, but these three main points are very important. Number one, This isn't in the right order that I gave, but number one, they might try to dominate you with their speech, with looking at you, judging you of how your life is right now and how much better their life is, or how much you have and then how much they have as being more. Another point being, why can't you just accept the promises that are stated in my religion? Why can't you just see through the perspective of my religion? And of course, the first one, that the assumption basis in all religions, and that this assumption basis is always this is obvious. But let me move forward and say that religious conversion, I don't know what the truth is. I don't know what the truth is, but when somebody's trying to convert you, it's very unlikely that they're going to look kindly upon you and think that, okay, maybe they might be right. It's very unlikely that they'll do that. Even a Hindu trying to convert you, and I'm Hindu, it's very unlikely that they'll look upon you and think that, okay, I'm going to give their point of view, a chance. And this is why it's important to realize when somebody's trying to convert you, because a lot of the time they're not going to give your ideas a chance. They just want to spit their ideas at you. They just want to basically convince you that they are correct. And that is why it's important to hold your ground and maybe consider their ideas, of course, but not allow them to rule the conversation, not allow them to rule what you believe in that instant. Even in that instant, and you doubt it later, just hold your ground and accept that, okay, I'm going to listen and consume everything that they have to tell me, and then I'm going to judge later on. Because the only true believer is he who believes in a vacuum. As much of a vacuum, at least, as possible. One who isn't forced to believe. One who isn't told what to believe and given consequences if he doesn't. That's the true believer. The one who isn't believing in God in this or that certain way, or lack thereof of a God in this or that way, because of the pressures that are upon him. That isn't believing in God because the community believes in God and he wants to be a part of that community. You must believe in God in whatever way you look at God or gods or lack thereof, because you believe that. And this is why it's important to combat conversion when it comes at you in a way that is dominating, in the ways that I've mentioned. But thank you very much for watching, and I very much appreciate you getting to this point in this video if you have watched it this far. And I will be producing more videos like this in the future, so please tune in for more. And hit that thumbs up down there if you liked it. Thank you.